Hello, Keisha Johnson here. Thank you so much for catching the replay. If you can be so kind and type in hashtag replay so I will know that you're watching. And if you're tuning into any of my broadcasts for the very first time, go ahead and type a number 1 in the comments so I can welcome you. I'm going to go ahead and share this over. Ooh, my video looks so dark on the lighting. I'm going to share this over to my other page. So they will know that I am live. As you're coming in, say hello. So I wanted to come on to go over a few things. We have not walked through our wellness chat in quite some time. I have not been live in quite some time. And then I also wanted to share information on our 20-day prayer reset that I am doing in our Sisters in the Word group. Just quite a few things. So as you're coming on, say hello. How do I get this over to, I'm trying to get this over to the other page because I never go live over there. So I'll go ahead and get started. Whoever is able to jump on will hop on, but we'll go ahead and get started. Hello, good to see you. So I wanted to come on first to walk through the wellness regimen, because there have been so many of you in the last 2 weeks that have ordered your wellness kits. Although I haven't been live, I did reach out to you all personally just to kind of walk you through everything. And so we're just here to talk about quite a few things since it's been a minute since I've been on live to do that. So if you ordered your wellness kit and you have not gone through your regimen yet, I didn't go through mine today on purpose because I knew I would be coming on the live. But go ahead and grab your vitamins. Let me just back up. So again, my name is Keisha Johnson. For those of you that may be new here and you do not know me, I used to come on live pretty regularly to walk through the wellness regimen, and then my schedule just kind of changed, and so I'm going to try to get back in the habit or the rhythm and routine of coming on live. And so the wellness kit consists of our liquid vitamins. Hold on, I have quite a few things here. I have a few things to go over, so let me move this stuff out of the way and we'll go through this first. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Ruth. Hello. To those of you that are hopping on. So go ahead and grab your liquid vitamins. You'll want to grab your detox tea and your metabolism booster. So there are 5 things that I walk through each day, and we'll kind of go through that first, and then we'll have to have a conversation about a couple of things. So I sent last week, was it last week or the week before last? I sent quite a few samples out, and I only heard from one of you that let me know that you received it. So if I sent you free samples, and yes, free means free, and even paid for the shipping, if you can let me know that you received it, so that way if you have any questions, I can walk you through it. But let's go through this first, and then we have just a variety of things to talk about. So I'll go ahead and start with my vitamins first. Hold on. This was in my refrigerator, and it's really wet. So let me wipe this down because I almost dropped it. So the liquid vitamins, I got to get back in a habit of explaining this. So the liquid vitamins are just that, just a multi-liquid vitamin, and it helps to fill in nutritional gaps. And so again, the wellness kit comes with a either 15-day or 30-day supply of the vitamins, a 15-day or a 30-day supply of detox tea, and a 15-day or 30-day supply of your metabolism booster. And so I take all 3 of those consistently every single day, and I have since late 2018, and then I've also added a collagen and also the liquid B12. So I'll go through that. And for all of you that ordered your wellness kits, I shared with you how to use them. There are a couple of you that are waiting on your B12. And then a few of you that just ordered your, hold on, I thought I turned off my notifications, that just ordered your collagen. So the liquid vitamin, you just take one tablespoon. I have too much stuff over here on my desk. You just take 1 tablespoon, and I usually drink mine straight out of the cap. And if you do that, just because you've seen me do it on live, you take only a half a cap full, because there are some of you that have your vitamins and you're like, mine didn't last a full 30 days. And then come to find out you all have been filling the cap all the way up. So it's just half a cap full or just use a tablespoon. I'm going to drink mine out of the cap just because that's what I usually do. And there are times, depending on how much energy I need and what I have going on, that I will personally fill the cap up. But for you, it's just 1 tablespoon if you want it to last 30 days. And so this helps to fill in nutritional gaps. You'll notice a burst of energy almost immediately. And that's the one thing that I hear from many of the ladies, how they feel great and their energy has increased just by adding in the liquid vitamin. Usually that's what happens when you give your body, hi Joyce, usually that's what happens when you give your body what it needs. So let me go ahead and take this, hold on. And I had this in the refrigerator and it's nice and cold. I personally do not refrigerate mine, but with anything else, it will say refrigeration required once you open it. But I'll tell you all a secret. I have not refrigerated my liquid vitamins since 2018. I'm not sure who put this in the refrigerator last night, but that's where I found it just before the live. So just 1 cap full. And if you have any questions about the vitamins, just type it in the comments, even if you're catching the replay, and then I'll come back and take a look and answer your questions. So this is the detox tea. I'm on my 2nd bottle. I drank my 1st bottle this morning, starting at around 4:30 when we were on live. But the detox tea, the question that I get most often is, do I have to be at home when I drink the detox tea? Can you work? Yes, you can work. It's very gentle. I would never share anything that's harsh on the body where you need to be near the bathroom all day. So if you have your tea, go ahead and grab it. If you haven't already, go ahead and drink it. And with the 15 or the 30-day kit, you receive the, why do I always forget this, what they call this, the on-the-go packets. That's not what we call it. Instant is what I'm looking for. The instant packets where you fill it with 8 ounces of water and you per packet. And here's what I wanted to share with the instructions on the packet, and I don't have a packet in front of me. It says to mix it with 16 ounces of water, which is a full bottle. Personally, that's a lot of water. I never mix mine with 16 ounces of water. So that's a question that I get a lot. So I fill I drink half of the bottle of water down, then I add the instant packet. Or if I am wanting to drink both cups at the same time, I will put both packets of the tea in a 16-ounce bottle. So that's one thing, the only thing that I change as far as the instructions, and that's a personal preference. But if you want to start out mixing your packet of tea with 16 ounces, by all means do that. For me, I find that it works best, at least for me and many of the ladies that I've helped, just mixing it with 8 ounces of water, because honestly, you don't need that much water with it. And so the tea helps to detox and cleanse your body on a cellular level. Again, it's gentle. It helps with any digestive problems. So if you find that you're gassy and bloated a lot, the detox tea helps with that. And then I'll share the metabolism booster. I personally just take mine with the tea, but if you want to drink yours, take yours with water instead, you can do that. I find that any liquid works. And so with the metabolism booster, you just take one to 2 capsules a day. But let me share, each 30-day supply or each 15-day supply, it's only the products organic. I wouldn't say they're organic, but more so all natural, but they're not labeled as organic, so I wouldn't say that they're organic. I'm always careful with sharing exactly what they are. More all natural ingredients, yes, just like the metabolism booster that I'm about to share has all natural ingredients. And so I definitely wouldn't say organic because nothing is labeled as that. And so with the metabolism booster, I usually take 1 to 2 a day, just depending on what my day looks like or how much energy that I need. So what it helps to do is to boost your metabolism. Hello everybody, I'll see y'all hopping on. What it helps to do is to boost your metabolism. It helps to curb your cravings for carbs and sweets, which the ladies absolutely love. And I've even had some of them that replace their coffee or they went from drinking 3 cups of coffee because they need the energy down to, this is all in the camera, down to like 1 cup of coffee because this helps with energy. And so the biggest thing is it will help to suppress your appetite. And if you're big on craving carbs and sweets, this will help with that. So again, you can take yours with water. It's just easy. If I have the tea, I go ahead and do this. And because I don't want to choke on Facebook Live again, give me just a second to do this and to get it down, and then I'll be right back. Hold the line. All right, there we go. So that's that. All right. Any questions? If y'all have any questions, let me know. So again, with the wellness kit, before I move on to a couple of other things that I have to talk about, it only comes with the liquid vitamins, the detox tea, and a metabolism booster. Another question I get a lot, I'll first say this, they all work together synergistically to help to improve your mental, this helps to improve your mental clarity, focus, helps to boost your energy, helps to detox and cleanse. So it has lots of benefits. But you can order them separately. So that's another question that I get. Do you need to order the whole kit? No. I always recommend that, especially if it's your first time trying any of the supplements, because again, they all work together really well. But there are some of the ladies that just order the liquid vitamins from me consistently, faithfully, that have had them on auto shipment since I think like early 2019, when I started sharing it with you all. Or if you just need, I had someone just the other day order just the metabolism booster, and then there are some ladies that just order the tea. So you can break the package up. So with that being said, if you want information on the wellness kits that come with all 3, it's either a 30-day supply or a 15-day supply. So type in 30 if you want information on the 30-day kit. And then type in 15 if you want, let me turn off this notification, 15 if you want information on the 15-day kit. And if you want information like on just the vitamins or just the metabolism booster, so sorry, I heard this thing kind of dinging, then I can send you information on just those. And I will say this again, it's been working fairly well. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do it because I don't know if it makes sense. But I did add the 15-day wellness kits and the 30-day wellness kits. I linked them to my Shopify store. And here's why. Lots of things we're talking about today. And the reason I linked it to my Shopify store is because I had many of you say that you wanted to order the kits. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Janisa. Hi, Melissa. Hello, 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 hello. So happy to see y'all. Many of you mentioned that you wanted to order the wellness kits, but you wanted them on to be able to do the installments, like Afterpay. So the company itself does not have like Shopify, does not have Afterpay or any of the installment plans, but my Shopify store does. So for the last 3 weeks, I've been testing it out, and so far it has been working well. The only thing with that is it adds like 2 extra steps for me to be able to allow you all to do the installments through my Shopify store. So it's been working fairly well, and I did open that. Let me share it here. As a matter of fact, I'll share it here, and I'll leave it open for just a little while. And then I close it down. I don't keep the links open on the store simply because I just don't keep them open on the store unless someone specifically asks me for the link to the installments, or if I'm on live. But usually after the live, I'll close it back down, which is why some of you have messaged me and said that you couldn't find it. So I'll link it here while I'm on live. Hold on, let me see if I can do this without messing it up. Okay, so if anyone wanted to order the kits, you can do that on the installments. And I'm just testing it out. So there's that. So now let's move on and talk about samples. Hold on, let me pin this just in case. Can someone let me know? Can you all see it? Can you let me know? I see some of you hopping on, but no one's speaking back. Y'all say hello in the comments and let me know you're here. I don't bite. So I opened that up on the Shopify store just in case you wanted to take a look at that or place an order. But samples, let's talk about samples. I am not going to be offering free samples for a while for a couple of reasons. The main reason is, and I'll just be honest here, we're having a conversation. I know a lot of times people want to try things for free, right? And my heart is to send things for free. And honestly, I would give everything away for free if I could. That's just who I am, who I've been. And the Lord's kind of been dealing with me on that. Listen, I've had family, husband, kids talking to me about that. Like, you need to stop doing that. So this last go round, I sent off quite a few samples. And here's the thing with that. When I send the samples, I even pay for the shipping. And what people fail to forget is that when I'm sending the samples for free, I'm not getting them for free. Like, it's literally out of things that I purchased and have on hand, and just out of the kindness of my heart want to send it just because I know people want to try things. And I have not been charging for shipping, which I probably should have been. But what I'm finding is people most oftentimes do not even come back to let me know that they received it, that they even tried it. Sometimes they say thank you, sometimes they don't. So I'm just going to hold off and probably not send them for a while. But I will offer trial packs, where if you wanted to try it, you can order like the trial packs for the week. And of course, you would have to order it and pay for the shipping. But just out of all of my years of doing this, I'm finding that it's just not working out so well with sending the samples and having to pay so much, for the products myself, and all of these years of paying for shipping to send them out. So for now, I won't be doing that. And the reason why I'm sharing that is because I had a couple of you message me this morning asking for samples. So y'all type in the comments, we're not sending any samples for just a little while. So we're not doing that for a little while. And then also, hello, Yolanda L. Smith. Do you notice I always call you by your whole full name? So anyway, that was just a little uncomfortable part of the conversation that I felt like I needed to have because I have so many of you message me. And then oftentimes when I get messages, it's not, hey, hello, how are you doing? You got any more samples? Or can you give me? And I'm like, hold on, let's slow it down and say hello first. And then we'll dive into if I have something for free to send you. So I'm just going to kind of pause on that for a little while, unless on a case-by-case basis, the Lord leads me to do it or puts it on my heart to do it. But for the most part, what I'm learning, and if we can just have what might feel like an uncomfortable conversation for me, but yet a real conversation, that many people just do not appreciate things that are free. And that is just the truth. When we get things for free, we don't appreciate it as much. We don't really care for it as much. You might get something for free, take it and toss it to the side because you didn't pay for it. And I'm finding that is the case. And I'm not talking about things that are free, even when you're giving of your time freely. Sometimes people just kind of abuse it. They take it for granted and they don't appreciate it. So there are a lot of things that I was doing that I have been doing over many, many years. And in this last 2 weeks of me not really being on social media as much because he had me pause, stop, and then, there were some things family-wise that I had to take care of, just kind of showing me some things and just speaking to me about some things. And I know that a lot of what I do, I really do just kind of do out of the kindness of my heart. And it's not all of you, but unfortunately, there are some that have abused that. And I have been hurt by it, feelings hurt, of course, forgiving. I know we need to forgive and all of that. But unfortunately, those people that have done that kind of mess things up for everyone else. And like I said, this may be temporary, but for as long as the Lord says so, there are some things that I just won't. You just realize this is live. Yes. There have been lots of replays over the last 2 weeks, but we are live, we are here, and we are live. So I kind of got off of the subject, but I was going over the wellness kit, and I don't think I finished my wellness regimen. And I did want to say also that if you are not in the Sisters in the Word group, I want to encourage you to get in that group, because today we are starting the 20-day, y'all type the number 20, the 20-day prayer reset, which I'm super excited about. So after this live, I'm going to pop in there in that group. And so even with that, maybe I need to change the title, because we're on here talking about quite a few things. And even with that, we've had the Sisters in the Word group since 2017. It used to just be We Write the Word, but the Lord had me change the name to Sisters in the Word, because that's who we are, right? We read the Word, we pray the Word, we write the Word, we apply the Word, we live the Word. We are just sisters in the Word, right? And so this might be the last book study that I do in that group, and I probably won't do. I've been doing book studies live on this page since I think early 2017, and the Lord's kind of changing that as well, just kind of helping me to use my time more wisely, because I've been giving of myself, that I'm finding that I give so much of myself that when people reach out to me for things that I don't do for free, they get upset. And so, again, these last 2 weeks, he's kind of really been speaking to me about some things, showing me some things, teaching me some things, all of those types of things, and just going to be changing up some of the way that I do things. Because although for the most part, there are many of you that are, and I don't do what I do just for you to pat me on the back all day. Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. But I'm finding that there are some that kind of just been abusing certain things. And it's been a little hurtful, but of course what do? Always teaching, right? The teacher does what she teaches, learning to forgive people, bless them and release them and move on, not allowing yourself to hold on to offense, right? Are y'all still with me? Can I get some hearts if you're here? I know sometimes some of these conversations are just not as comfortable, but they need to be had. So I probably won't really be doing as many book studies, because here's the thing, y'all. Let me tell you all. Can I just say this? What I do, and I'm not saying I know everything, but I can definitely teach from experience, what I learned. But a lot of what I do and the things that I teach, the things that I'm allowed to show up and do, came at a price, right? Oh, can y'all see me? It looks like my live got really dark. Came with a price, a really high price. I'm talking a lot of pain, right? A lot of things that I had to walk through. I spend a lot of time reading books. I spend a lot of time learning. I spend a lot of time taking online classes, whether I post all of that on Facebook or not. I even now, because the Lord has done so much with Wellness God's Way, and I am so incredibly thankful. But even with that came a lot of pain, because the things that I'm able to now teach, even with procrastination. Let me just share, right? So Wellness God's Way, even the framework for that has changed, and that came at a really high price. And so, and for example, like when I'm showing up in the mornings, even for Waking Early for His Glory at 4:30 a.m., because you may just see it, oh, that's just Keisha on live, showing up at 4:30 a.m., just talking and reading the Bible. No, it's a lot. All that I'm able to share, all I'm able to talk about, all that I'm able to pour out, it came with a very high price. Listen, I don't talk about or teach about anything that I have not gone through myself personally. And so just showing up and giving of myself so freely in that way, even with that, I feel like sometimes people abuse that and take that for granted. And I think they think because I'm here on live, and I show up smiling, giving of myself so freely, I'm not talking about those of you that may message me like a question or two. I'm talking about those that will message, will try to get so just pull, so much so where I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. This requires a phone call and the phone call is not free, right? Then people get upset and offended, like, wait a minute, hold on. And so I'm just changing a lot of things. And I've learned that, you know, if we need to see the value, listen, and not saying that I did not see the value. I think I was in this place where I wanted to just help so many people and just bless so many people, that, how can I say this? That I was just doing too much. Even my own daughter, who's 19 years old, was just like, Mommy, you're doing way too much. And that's just who I am, just such a giver, right? And I'm learning that people will take until there's nothing left. And we can't do that anymore, right? We can't do that anymore. And so I think I titled this out, Your Transformation Will Oftentimes Require a Transaction. And that is speaking from experience. Like a lot of what I've learned, a lot of what I'm able to do, a lot of it required some type of transaction, and some financially and some maybe not so, but it required some type of transaction. And when it comes down to that, sometimes you have to stop and let people go. Exactly. And that is what I had to learn how to do. So with that being said, we're just talking about quite a few things. So let me back up. Listen, I'm talking about so many different things. I'm not even finishing the first, second thing. So if you are not in the Sisters in the Word group, get in there, because we're about to start the 20-day, I was about to say 21. It's a 20-day prayer reset. We have to take time for ourselves, Temple Care. Absolutely. So if you're not in that group, you can join us in there. And I linked it to sistersintheword.com. So can someone type that in the comments for me? sistersintheword.com. And it'll take you directly to the group. If you're not in there, you can get access to the group. So that is today. I'll go live at some point, maybe right after this live. And there for that. I was in the middle of taking my regimen. I took my vitamins. I began drinking the tea. I did the metabolism booster, and I did not talk about the B12 or the liquid collagen. So let me do that before I move on to some other things. And so, and then here's another thing that I noticed as well, right? Let me do this first. So the B12, I had to open up another bottle like a week ago. So the B12, if you ordered your B12, I think there was like 2 of you that ordered yours over the weekend. I didn't reach out to you yet, but today is just Monday, so I'll be reaching out to you today. And with the B12, you only take 2 droppers full. Yes, sistersintheword.com. Thank you. Just all like one word. So you take 2 droppers full, and I'm literally going to do that now live because I didn't take mine today. Hold on. I'm making a mess. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things with coming on live doing this. And so with the B12, if you find yourself feeling really, really fatigued, tired all the time, there are lots of benefits to B12. It also helps with growing your edges back. There was a time where my edges were falling out, or fell out, not coming out, because of the amount of stress that I was under. So between my hair pudding that I'm putting in my hair, between the collagen and even the B12, it kind of helps with your edges. So there are lots of benefits to the B12. The biggest thing that the ladies notice is that their energy levels have increased. A lot of times when you're really tired and fatigued, even sometimes when you have problem like keeping your balance, that may sound funny, but if you Google it, you'll see that you could have a vitamin B deficiency. So there are a lot of people that are vitamin B deficient that don't even know that they are. And there are some ladies that used to take B12 shots, and I'm not saying to do this, you can ask your doctor, but they have replaced the B12 for the B12 shots because they did not like just taking shots with the needle. and this has helped them really, really well. So you'll notice your energy levels increase dramatically or drastically, or both of those words, with the B12. So there's that. And last but not least, I don't know why I always save this last. I find I do the same thing every single time. I think because I like the taste of it. So the liquid collagen let me see if she's on here. Sandra, I messaged her to see if she received her collagen. So let's see, I don't see her on here, but if you ordered your collagen, you take 1 to 2 tablespoons full. I usually like to take 2 tablespoons, but on live, I only take 1 tablespoon, and I'll share why. Each bottle only comes with a 30-day supply. So if you take 2 tablespoons full, you would need 2 bottles. There are some of you that order 2 bottles, that have 2 bottles on auto shipment, where they're shipped both at the same time each month. But if you're just wanting to try it out to see how it works for you, to see if you like it, just do 1 tablespoon. And it tastes so good. And I think that's why I save it for last. And so with the collagen, there are lots of benefits to collagen. And remember, anything, oh, hey, Sandra, I just was asking if you were on here because I thought of you and wanted to see if you received your collagen. So if you did, let me know. And I was just about to go over the collagen, so you came on at a perfect time. So with the collagen, it helps to reduce wrinkles. Just reading what's on the bottle, it helps to improve your skin's hydration, and it also helps to increase your skin's collagen content. So if you want nice, dewy, glowy skin, collagen helps with that. And the biggest thing, well, not the biggest thing, one of the big things is that you did get it. Awesome. One of the big things is that it also helps with joint health. So some of my ladies that have problems with like joint pain, they notice that that has decreased a whole lot just by adding the collagen into their regimen, where some of them were like, man, Miss Keisha, I would sit down and get up, my knees would hurt. Not so much now. When I'm walking up and down the stairs, my knees don't hurt as much. So lots of benefits to collagen. And let me just a few fun facts without getting all like deep, but collagen is our body's most dominant protein. So that's why when babies are born, their skin is nice and plump and dewy and just beautiful. And the older we get, the less our body begins to I think they say around the age of 25, but Google it. The older we get, the less our body produces collagen, which is why a collagen supplement is good. And I've tried many over the years, some with powder that you can get from different stores. I used to add it in my coffee, used to add it in my smoothie. And anytime I can find anything liquid, and it has to taste good. That's the thing. And I know that everything that's good for you doesn't taste good, but if I have to struggle getting it down every day, I'm not going to be consistent. And so I love that this is it's natural. It has like apple fruit juice concentrate. It has pomegranate juice, strawberry fruit juice concentrate. So it tastes really good. And I think that's why I always save it for last, because it's kind of like a treat. But I have been taking the collagen. When did I start? It was in 2020. I always forget the month, but somewhere around 2020. And it wasn't until it was the end of 2020, because the beginning of 2021 was when I started sharing it with you all. And that's one thing I can say. I don't share anything with you all that I haven't tried first, that I'm not personally using. And if it's something that I haven't yet tried, that I'm about to try, I'll tell you all. Like, hey, I'm about to try this new whatever. So anything that I've shared, I'm personally, like, these are products, I can show you my cabinet, products that I am personally taking, that I share with you all because I've gotten results and other ladies have gotten results. And the reason why I have to share that is I get so many questions. Hey, Miss Keisha, I'm about to order the collagen. Does it really work? I'm about to order the vitamins. Does it really work? And with that, I always say, if I'm using it, it's because it worked for me. But with that, I have to say, I know everyone's body is different, and it depends on if you're consistent. And I'm finding that there are a lot of people that are just not consistent, and so they don't even give time. They're not even consistent enough to see things work. And so with that being said, I always say, if for some reason someone says that it didn't work, that's the first question I ask. Well, were you consistent? Well, no, not really. I kind of just took my vitamins maybe twice this week. You know, you want to do it every single day and be consistent with it. So I'll try as much as I can to start showing up again, doing these live videos, because I know that it helped with reminders, just having that accountability. But I'm not going to say, there it is. My phone is doing something weird. Is it going light, getting brighter and darker for you all too? I don't know what's going on. So let's talk about that. What else? What else did I have to talk about? I didn't make a list today. Oh, we talked about the samples. Oh, it's doing that on my end. We talked about the samples, that we're no longer sending free samples. What do you recommend for your skin? Let's start with the first part. When you say for your skin, are you mean to clean your skin? Is that what you're asking? Or you can message me. And then what do I recommend for, well, I know a lot of times when it comes to like blood sugar, even things with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, anyone that's diabetic, pre-diabetic, definitely nutrition helps with that. But if you have specific questions, Maria, go ahead and message me. But I think that's like a 2-part question that you're asking. So as far as skin, there are lots of things out there, but I will share what I use. And I do have my African black soap on my website that I've been offering since November of 2018. Let's see, 1920, 4 years. The black soap and the body butter is 4 years old this month, November 18th. So on the 18th, November 18th of 2018. So yes, the African black soap, and then the whipped body butter. And the whipped body butter is good for your whole body and your skin. I wash my face twice a day with the black soap. Put the body butter on my skin twice a day. And then I also take my collagen. And also with that, let me see if I can show y'all some pictures, because my skin, let me show you. Hold on, let me see if I can find these pictures. Hang on, hold the line, because my skin has come a long way. It's not perfect. I even had a flare up over the last 2 weeks, if I can be transparent, because of the amount of stress that I allowed myself to be under, right? But we know better, and I shouldn't have, and I say allowed because I allowed it. Hold on. Hang on, let me see if I can find these pictures, because let me show y'all. Hang on, because y'all, when I tell you my skin came a long way, and God showed me exactly what to do. Oh man, I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see it good. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see my skin? Can y'all believe that's me? Let me know if you can see it. Yep, big difference. No one told me that my lips were black. I did not know my skin looked like that. Can y'all probably can't see it. I'll post it in the comments. No one told me. Oh, the lip balm. All right, let me tell you. So Lola, I put the lip balm on the site. We're just talking. Can we just talk? I miss y'all. We haven't talked in a long time, so we're just having a conversation. So y'all, I'm gonna share this in let me see if I can share it in the comments. I don't think I can share it when I'm on live. No one told me that my face looked like that. No one told me. I didn't know my skin looked that way until after my skin began to clear up. And I used to be so depressed and cried so much over my skin. And so with that being said, and I'll share a story on that's how I found, oh, you were able to see it good? That's how I found out about the liquid vitamins that I'm taking and the detox tea, because a great skincare regimen starts from the inside out. Really everything from the inside out, even with your weight loss journey, from the inside out. You have to deal with the things. Yeah. So anyway, I remembered someone telling me that I needed to detox. Believe it or not, as much as I talk about detoxing and cleansing and taking vitamins now, I didn't know one in my house detoxed. We didn't even take vitamins growing up. Every now and then We might have taken Flintstones, y'all know the Flintstones, every now and then, but we were not consistent with that. And so that kind of helped. When I began drinking, I drank the tea. I was drinking the tea twice a day. I started taking the vitamins. And of course, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'll be honest. I did have to start drinking more water and start cleaning up my diet. And that's what helped with my skin. I tried so many different things. When I tried Pro, I spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to clear up my skin, and nothing worked. And so it really took me getting the inside right. Oh, you didn't get a notification? Hold on, let me turn this off. I thought I turned the notifications off on this phone. And so anyway, I was consistent on drinking my tea, consistent on taking my vitamins, began to increase my water, and really, really clean up my diet more, and my skin began to clear up. And so these past 2 weeks, there have been a lot of things going on, just a lot of things going on behind the scenes with family. And listen, this is why it's so important for us to take care of ourselves. And I allowed myself to get stressed. I was not taking my vitamins every day. I'll be honest with you, in these past 2 weeks, and I barely was drinking my tea because it was just so much going on. And I noticed that my skin kind of began to flare up. I don't know if you can see it. And so I was like, oh, wait a minute, got back home, got settled, and got back on my routine. So having a regimen really is important. Hold on, I was trying to see if I could share that picture, but I think most of you said that you were able to see it. So I think that answered one of your questions. What else are we talking about today? What else did I say we were talking about today? So we went over the wellness regimen for those of you that got your kits. I opened up the link on my website. I'm going to close it down once the live is over, because I want to try to be able to manage it. Because again, when you all do the wellness kit, can you all see the link? If you order the wellness kits from the Shopify store, I have to pull the order from the Shopify store and manually place an order for you all through the website that you all would have placed the order through anyway, but they do not have the installment. So it takes a few extra steps for me. And because I don't want to miss anything, and don't want to miss any steps or miss pulling your order. Do I have any detox tea? I do. There's at the link right here, that's linked to the bottom. I think there's trial packs. Do I have any more on there? I linked trial packs to it. So there are trial packs, 1 week trial packs for the detox tea at that link. And there's also 1 week trial packs for the vitamins. And so again, I'm completely not doing the free samples anymore. I may just finish through the end of this year doing the trial packs. Oh, you know what? I didn't think about this with the kit. See? I have to think this through. Listen, y'all. I'm not sure how long. There was something that I didn't think through. But for now, I added the 15-day kit to the store and the 30-day kit, so you all can do the installments. And there were quite a few of you that took advantage of that. But there was something I didn't think about doing it that way, but all is well. Do I talk to you about the tea? If so, yes, you have your tea. Do you have questions? Either you can ask here on the live, because someone else may have the same question, or I know I messaged you and you were busy with not telling your business. You weren't able to respond. So if you want to do it that way. But if anyone has questions, it's always good to ask on the live, just in case anyone else has the same question. So, and listen, it's all right. What else was I talking about? So just to recap, the 15-day, the 30-day kits are on there for those that want the installment. After the live, I'm going to close it down. I don't leave the link open for the installments. So that's why there are some of you that went days later and you're like, I can't find it. I close it down unless I'm on live, or if someone messages me specifically, then I send it. I would prefer everyone to just go through the regular website. how many packets of tea comes with. For the 1 week supply, it's only enough for 1 week. For the 15-day supply, it's enough for 2 cups a day each day. So with the 1 week supply is enough for 2 cups a day for 7 days. With the 15-day supply, which comes with the wellness kit, there's a 15-day supply of 2 a day. So that's what, 30. And then with the 30-day supply, it's enough for 2 cups a day. Man, I haven't been on live for so long. I just want to make sure that we talk through everything and I answer all of your questions. So I have to remind you all of this. The 15-day and the 30-day, the kits do not come with the B12, and the kits do not come with the collagen. I still get some of you receiving your kits in the mail and you're like, it's missing the collagen and the B12. The kits only come with the liquid vitamin, the detox tea, and the metabolism booster. So the kits only come with 3 products, and you have to order or add the collagen and the B12 separately. Excuse me, y'all. I need to wipe my nose, sorry. Where can I purchase the B12 drops? I'll send the link. Let me just try to link it here. I think it's shop. I created a link for it. I'll message you, Antoinette. Hold on. I don't want to miss any comments. Antoinette, can you do me a favor? Do you mind popping off of here and sending me a message now in Facebook Messenger so you don't forget and I don't forget? Because I don't think the B12 is linked to this link that's pinned. Hang on. So Sandra says, so I drink the tea once in the morning and once in the evening. The correct answer is yes. But honestly, I don't think it matters what time of day you drink it. Oh, I'll say it this way. It's recommended once in the morning, once in the evening. But most oftentimes you'll see me with a whole 16-ounce bottle, and I'll just kind of sip on it just whenever throughout the day. So there's really no right or wrong way to take it. But I will say some of the ladies they find what time of day works best for them. And let me share what I mean by that. This might be TMI, but we're all grown. It's all right. So it will make you use the bathroom, but it's not like a laxative where you're running to the bathroom all day. So one person in particular, I won't say her name because she might be on here. She was like, oh, I drink my tea in the afternoon so I can make sure I use the bathroom before I go to work. Does that make sense? So you can kind of just play with it and time it. Again, it's not like you need to be like, oh my gosh, I better not drink the tea because am I doing too much? You know what I mean. Did that answer your question? Are y'all still with me? Can I get a thumbs up? So with that being said, you can start out taking it as recommended once in the morning, once in the evening, and then you find what time of day you want to drink the tea. I was like, you're starting to talk too much. You're doing too much. All right, so the second question, I don't remember the name, but there is a pudding that's supposed to help with yep, hold on. I don't have the bottles. I only have the packets. I don't have any of the bottles. Whenever I do sample packets, I always do sample packets. So yes, this is the pudding right here. It's in a little packets. But, can you hold on, I can't see the whole message. Hold on. I do want to get that, and I also need more collagen. Yes, so the pudding, it is not only for your midsection, but it will help. And with it comes a guide. Because listen, I never ever put any supplements in y'all's hands, especially when it pertains to weight loss, and not talk about your nutrition. So anytime you're trying to lose weight and not just weight in general, it's going to take you changing your nutrition. So there is a guide that comes along with that. But the pudding itself, it's infused with CLA. I haven't done this in a while, so let me try to say this and sound real smart, which stands for conjugated linoleic acid. Say that fast 10 times. Conjugated linoleic acid. And so that helps to build lean muscle, lots of benefits to that. Lots of athletes and things like that. They even take like CLA tablet supplements, but it is infused with that, and it's also infused with collagen, which helps with like joint support, and so it does help to block fat, and it helps with fat loss as well. And there's lots of flavors, but I'm a chocolate lover, so I always feel like I get a chocolate fix when I take this. And because I'm always honest with you all, in the beginning, I would take it every single day. Remember, I had the bottle. I would come on live squirting the chocolate out. I don't take it every single day as much because I don't really need to. And I was really kind of doing that just for the live. So I'm always going to have them on hand to be able to talk through them with you. But that's why you don't see me taking it every single day. Not that I don't use it. I personally just don't need to take it every single day anymore. Hold on. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. So let me know if that answered your question. And so, yes, you can order this in the college. Oh, do you know what? I sent the link to about 20 of you all for the chocolate pudding. And I just realized today that the cart was empty. So what I mean by that is I'm able to set up a cart that has products in it and send you the link, but somehow the link was empty. So when I clicked on the link, none of the products were there. So so that's probably why you're asking the question now, Carol, because when I sent you the link, I don't think that it linked it anymore. So I have to fill the cart back up and go back to send the link out to all of you that didn't get the information. All right, so Trisha, I clicked on the pin link and I don't see the collagen. Okay, so the link that's pinned is for my personal Shopify store. So most of these supplements will not be on there. The only thing that I linked to my Shopify store was the 15-day supply for the wellness kit and the 30-day supply for the wellness kit, only if you want to do installments. If you want to just pay for it in full and just buy it, let me know, and you can go directly through my other website because, oops, I didn't mean to spit at y'all. So sorry. Glad we're family. If you order the wellness kit through my Shopify store, I'm like, I didn't mean to spit at you. Sorry. So glad we're family. My old self would have been like, oh my God, live over, let's end the live. But it's all right. Listen, when we're on Facebook Live, everything will not always be perfect. What was I saying? If you order the kits from my Shopify store, then I'm literally pulling the order and pulling the money and placing the order through my other website anyway. So if you don't want installments, don't even click on that link. But if you want the link to like the collagen or the B12, let me know and I'll send you the link for that. So Antoinette, please message me for the link. Let me just write it down. I don't know. So Antoinette wanted the link to, what did Antoinette want the link to? Was it the B12? And then I'm doing this the hard way. I just don't want to send all these a bunch of separate links. And then Carol, you wanted the link to the pudding to take a look. And then Trisha wanted the link to look at the collagen. And hold on, let's see what else. Sandra says, I got you. All right, you're laughing at me. Does it taste good? Maria, I know your question is delayed. I'm assuming you were asking about the tea, right? So with the trial packs that I have on my website is just the plain tea. So the plain tea tastes just like that, like any plain tea you drink, like without sugar. And here's the funny thing. So the 1 week trial packs comes with the plain tea, but the wellness kits come with the fruit punch. So the fruit punch, everyone loves the fruit punch. With the plain tea, everyone's like, well, it's plain. Can I add sugar? And I laugh every time y'all ask me. I'm like, did they really just ask me? Can they add sugar to the detox tea? Come on, laugh with me. And I always kindly say, well, maybe not sugar. Maybe you can put a splash of lemon. But I'm like, did you really just ask me, can I put sugar in my detox tea? And they love how I respond. Well, maybe not sugar. How about you put maybe a splash of lemon? And so it doesn't taste nasty. It just tastes like regular, like Lipton tea without sugar, which is fine because I just drink it and go on about my business, or put a splash of lemon. Now, everyone loves the fruit punch tea. I don't know what they have in it. It's not sugar. I don't know what, however, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So they love the fruit punch. But I did not put the trial packs for the fruit punch tea on my website because it costs way more money. And the whole point of the trial pack is for you all to be able to try it a week supply, super affordable. So I don't have the week supplies of the fruit punch, and I will not be adding the week supply of the fruit punch because that's, yeah. Oh, Maria, I'm new to live. Do you have any more sample packets of your products? So we had a nice little conversation about that in the beginning. I'm not sending out free samples anymore. I did that for many years, and I feel like the Lord's saying that season is over. So I was sending out lots of trial packs, even paying for the shipping. Can y'all believe that? I even took care of the shipping for all of these years, but that season is over, so I won't be doing that. But I will offer trial packs for certain things on my website. There are some things that I feel like I'm just not going to do samples or trial packs because you need to try them for 30 days. The great thing is for many of the products that are ordered. So let's talk about this now because this is the one thing I didn't think through. Many of the products, pretty much all of them actually, from my other online store like the Wellness Kits, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I would say since 2019, since I've been sharing, I might have gotten like a handful of people that had to do a return because many just don't do that because the products do what they say they're going to do. And so with that being said, that's the one thing I didn't think through, adding the Wellness Kits to my Shopify store for you all to do installments, because if something happened, not that we need to talk about that on live, it would be me. I need to think through that to see if I'm even going to do the installments. I have to figure that out. And I say that only because then that 30-day money-back guarantee is not there. Does that make sense? So listen, out of the kindness of my heart, I try to make everything so simple and for y'all, and I don't even think through things all the way. But anyway, it's okay. What about honey? I would say that's a personal preference. I don't see anything wrong with adding honey to the tea, but just don't put white sugar in it. The tea is good. Yes, it is. Yes, welcome, Maria. I knew I didn't see your name before. How did you find us? Let's see. Did I get everything? May I get the link to the B12? Absolutely. I'll send you the link to that too. So let's talk. I was so excited. When I tell y'all, I've been putting some things together. Let's see, hold on. I'm so sorry if you already covered, and I can probably watch later. However, how do I use the probiotic packets? Oh, yep, you're fine. Hold on. Because I'm glad you said something, because I didn't take mine today yet. So with the probiotic packets, super simple. Oh, I did send you a friend request. Thank you. You know why I sent you a friend request? Because I was looking for, I'm so sorry, Maria. I was looking for some, this didn't come from paparazzi, but I'm looking for some more like animal print jewelry. And someone recommended me and told me that you sold paparazzi jewelry. So what happened was you sent me I sent you a friend request, you accepted it. And I think once I saw that you accepted it, I was out in the grocery store and I didn't message you. So message me or I'll message you. All right, y'all. So the probiotic is super easy. Y'all type in the comments. Everyone needs to be taking a probiotic because this will help with your skin as well. So if you're having problems with your skin, like I tell you, everything begins, especially a great skincare regimen, even a great hair care regimen. Anytime anyone messages me about problems with their hair, it's really all about our diet. You know, I can easily say here's the hair growth oil, you know, you apply it to your scalp twice a day, but nutrition plays a huge part in that as well. But anyway, with the probiotic, I don't know if y'all can see, they're little itty bitty granules. They taste really, really good. Can y'all see that? And you just put it in your mouth. I swear it feels like I'm eating candy every time I take that. I literally start dancing. And that's it. That's all you do. You don't have to let it sit on your tongue. The only thing I say is when you pour it, try to pour it on the tip of your tongue, because I don't know if you saw what I did. For some reason, I always put my head back. And one day on Facebook Live, I threw that probiotic in my mouth, and I'm like choking all over the place because it went back behind my throat. So now you just put it on the edge. Yeah, I need to find that live. I was like choking on the live. So that's it. And you do that every single day. So Sandra, you can order the probiotics from the same link that you order the collagen from. And so there's the probiotic. And listen, we might as well just talk while we're here, right? So, and let me tell y'all why I don't come on and share all of this at one time. Because some of you started getting, I wouldn't even say confused, but feeling like it was just so many different things. And I ended up with y'all asking more questions than not. So listen, this is what I do. Every morning, I do my core 5. Let's just call it that to keep it simple. Y'all type core 5 in the comments. And the core 5 is the wellness kit that comes with the liquid vitamins, the detox tea, and the metabolism booster. Nothing has changed, right? This has been the same since 2018. Nothing has changed. And the only thing I add is the collagen and the B12. So that's what makes it my core 5. And in the afternoon, or most oftentimes on the evening, is when I do the probiotic, which was why I hadn't taken it yet, but I took mine now since Trisha asked. And then I take the digestive enzymes. And if you have problems with digesting your food, again, the older we get, the less our body produces the enzymes that it needs to break down the food. That's just saying it in a simple way. It probably has something more fancier if you were to Google it, but that's just a simple way to explain it. And so it's always good to take a digestive enzyme. And I'll share what I need to do. So like for me, I used to be able to eat things like pizza or spaghetti or even chili, things that had like a tomato base with no problem. But now if I eat anything that has like a tomato base, my stomach, I don't know, it just doesn't really agree with it too well. But I like those things in moderation, of course. And so it's always helpful to take digestive enzymes because it helps to break down your food. And honestly, really, even before your biggest meal of the day, you'll find that if you take the 2 digestive enzymes, and for those of you that are taking them, you know what I mean? If you take the 2 digestive enzymes, it helps to break your food down. And so you don't feel as bloated, you don't feel as stuffed and full when you take your digestive enzymes. So that's just a simple way to describe it, explain it. But if you want to know a little bit more about digestive enzymes and the benefits, just Google it. And so I do that. Yep, you take those 2. So, and when I used to come on live, I would come on and share everything all at one time. And I was just like, that probably seems like too much. So, and then here's the thing with that. When I don't come on live and share, I get you all saying, hey, Keisha, I want to place an order, but do you still use the products? I'm like, yes, I do. Like if anything ever changes, the one thing about me is I'm going to let you all know. If I'm not taking something, it has to be a reason. I'm going to share with you all and give you all the opportunity to continue ordering. Like there's no funny business going on here, right? So even if you don't see me on live, and I know people like to see me live doing it, but even if like everything stays the same, but if anything changes, trust and believe I will let you all know and let you all decide, you know, what you want to do from there. And I don't just share things just to be sharing. if I'm not taking it. For example, if, there's something that I share with you all, if someone else used it and recommended and I wanted to share it, I would let you all know that that's the case. I don't take it, but so-and-so did, they shared it, and I'm sharing it with you. And then you can decide what you want to do. So I'm always open, honest, and transparent. That's just how I do things. And I believe that that's why I'm blessed and my business is blessed, because there's no funny business going on over here, right? So, all right, what are we talking about now? We talked about quite a few things. The reason I titled this also is that our transformation will oftentimes require a transformation, because I was actually talking to someone over this weekend. Hold on. So I left the live, but do we use this website? No. There's a different website. The only reason why I linked this one was for the wellness kit for those that wanted to do the installments. But Maria, I will send you the website for the others. I'll send you the link, because I'll have to drop everything in here separately, and I don't want to do that. So there are a couple of ladies super excited that I'm going to be leading through Wellness God's Way. Can we talk about that? Can y'all type Wellness God's Way in the comments? And the reason why I'm so excited is because Wellness God's Way is like my little baby, right? God gave me Wellness God's Way in 2015. And that was before everyone started talking about Wellness God's Way, faith and fitness, and all of these things. And when it just didn't make sense to people, and people thought, well, what does God have to do with wellness? What does your faith have to do with fitness, right? Even though the word of God tells us, right? He tells us, I am the vine, you are the branches. Apart from me, you can do nothing. And I took that literally from what it said. Like, okay, if he's telling me that apart from him, I can do nothing, that includes this journey that I'm on. That includes this struggle with me trying to overcome, emotional eating. I knew then to invite God, to invite Jesus into this journey. And that was even when I didn't even know what it was going to look like. So over the years, Wellness God's Way has changed and evolved. And I think as I have grown, as I have changed, and as I have evolved, my baby Wellness God's Way has changed and grown and evolved. And so I'm super excited for this last group of ladies that decided to say yes to themselves, and that I get to lead and guide them through it as they'll be finishing up and going into the new year so much lighter physically and spiritually. So what great timing. The framework, I was talking about this because there was someone that wanted to go through the program, and like some things kind of came up, some things were going on, and she said that she, anyway, not to like just be putting it out there, but anyway, the whole point of the conversation was me realizing that people don't even see the importance of them investing in themselves. And I remember there was a time where God even began dealing with me with that, because I was doing and offering so much and just trying to do so much to make it, when I tell y'all, like he really had to deal with me. And the whole point of that was feeling like I was doing you all a disservice by doing that. And many of you probably remember that live that we talked about. And just kind of, the importance of us just kind of taking care of ourselves. So I want to share with y'all a little bit, because I don't think that all of you know exactly, what Wellness God's Way is and what it is that we do. So do y'all mind if I share? Do y'all mind? Because a lot of people think that it's only for weight loss. And in the beginning, it was only for weight loss. And before I learned what I know now, it was like, eat this, do that, do this, do that, do this. And not even really coaching the ladies, just me like, this is what I did, this is what you need to do. And that's not really the case, right? So all that to say, so much has changed. I have learned and grown, learned so much and have grown. And so, with Wellness God's Way, there are two parts to Wellness God's Way. And now the Lord has literally been allowing me to separate the two, only if it's not you wanting to go through it for weight loss. If it's weight loss, I like for the ladies to go through both of the frameworks at one time. So what he gave me, I changed the name to one of the frameworks he gave me the name Spiritual Weight Loss. So part A of the spiritual framework is part A of the framework is spiritual weight loss. And so there are lots of steps that we go through. It's 8 weeks. And each week, hi Yvonne, so good to see you. So good to see you. And congratulations again. I saw your text and your post. So congratulations. I won't put your business out there, but if you want to say what it is, you can type it in the comments. But congratulations, woman of God. And so the first week in Wellness God's Way, we deal with procrastination. And it's overcoming procrastination God's way. But I bet you already knew that. Overcoming procrastination God's way. A lot of people don't see what procrastination has to even do with weight loss, but it has a lot to do with it, because a lot of times when we are procrastinating, or we begin, we're stressed out over things that need to get done, and Elder, that's right, I didn't want to put your business out there, but congratulations, Elder Yvonne Williams. Let's see some hearts in the screen for her. That's a big deal. So we deal with procrastination, and I give you, of course, biblical strategies and tips on how to overcome wellness God's way. So everything we do is according to the Word of God. And so the ladies get an audio lesson each week, and then during the phone call, we are either led through prayer, or they're kind of showing me, and kind of just accountability. I won't get all deep into it. So the second week, which is step 2 of the spiritual weight loss framework, we deal with false refuges. A lot of times people are like, what in the world does that have to do with weight loss? It has a lot of things to do with weight loss. And I wrote, because in order for us to in order to no longer run to our false refuge, which is our place of shelter, for some that's overeating, or I'll say for some that's food, for some that's overspending. Again, this is speaking from personal experience, because those are some of the things that I ran to. We need to deal with that, right? Identify what those false refuges are, and then pray. Of course, first and foremost, repent, and then pray against those. And the first way to do that is by identifying them. And a lot of times, the ladies will come and not even realize what those are. And then the next thing, in step 3, we deal with negative thoughts and mindsets. That has a whole lot to do with weight loss. So again, what the ladies are actually doing is building these wellness toolbox, right? These wellness toolboxes. So they are leaving at the end of this 8 weeks having all of these amazing things in their toolbox. So as they continue on and they're faced with these things, they have all the tools. And here's one thing that I've learned on this journey, is that oftentimes we use, this journey is spiritual. Am I getting too deep? Am I talking too much? This journey is spiritual. And just over the years, in the beginning, again, with me not knowing what I know now, that is what I did. I used those man-made tools, right, of food and movement, like eat this, move this way, and not knowing that this journey is spiritual, and we need to be equipped and have those physical man-made weapons as well as our spiritual weapons. So let me back up. There's so much to talk about. Step 3, we deal with negative thoughts and mindsets. And just uprooting the lies that we believe, that a lot of times the women don't even know the lies that they believe. So I kind of help them to identify those lies and uproot those lies and replace them with the truth of God's word. So there's a lot that goes on that week. And then step 4 is a big one. And it was so hard as I've been kind of doing this over the years, trying to figure out what week to put what in, but it's been working out so well. So step 4, which is week 4, we deal with emotional eating, and that's huge for a lot of the ladies. And I'm always excited about that week, because from me personally having overcome that, I'm able to give them the tools and the strategies to help them to break that stronghold of emotional eating. Step 5, which is forgiveness. And I feel like every single one of these steps need to be step 1, but they can't all be step 1, right? And so week 5, step 5, we deal with unforgiveness. And this is a huge week. And it always blesses me when the ladies are going through week 5, because forgiveness, believe it or not, is a major, y'all type major in the comments, a major key to weight loss. A major key. Hold on, let me wipe this lip gloss off. It's a major key to on your weight loss journey. And a lot of times when those ladies are releasing the weight of unforgiveness, I mean, going back to needing to forgive their mother for something that happened when they were a little child. And that's what this framework is really all about, is once we begin to release the weight spiritually, right, this weight physically will begin to fall off. And so a lot of times we're holding on to this unwanted weight in the spirit, which manifests itself here in the physical, right? And so step 5 is major. Step 6, we deal with identity. And that's a huge week too. And again, I always have to tell the ladies, trust the process. So again, I'm only sharing with you all the spiritual framework. We have the physical framework here, and we do both alongside each other, right? And so where was I at? Number 6 is identity. And so really, honestly, before you can even lose a pound, you need to resolve in your mind who you are in Christ. And I find that a lot of times, the ladies really don't even know exactly who they are in Christ. And with that comes all kind of different issues, even rejection. And we deal with that in week 8. But step number 7, it's huge. See, all of these are huge. I'm like, they all need to be number 1, right? Step number 7. And this is what I've been doing. And you all hear Wellness God's Way, and you don't know what it really is. And to be honest, I don't think I've been bold enough really in these years. And really, I need to talk a little bit more about, what all I do and exactly what it is. Because yes, I have like 30-day plans where the ladies can come and just focus on losing weight. And that's it. But I'm finding that, most oftentimes you end up losing the weight. And if you haven't dealt with these issues spiritually, you may find yourself back in that same place, putting the weight on again because you haven't dealt with these things. And so I'm always struggling with that. Like, do I not want to do that anymore? Right? And do I only want to focus on this? But then I have to remember that not everyone is ready to deal with these things, right? And they want to just come and just lose the weight because they need to in that moment. So it's always this struggle, because sometimes I'm feeling like I'm doing the ladies a disservice by only focusing on that, but not getting to the root of why they put the weight on anyway. And especially if, and most oftentimes they can lose the weight and go on and they do great. It might even be 1 year, it might be 2 years, it might be 3 years. But especially when that same person ends up coming back to me for the same thing they may have, that I feel some kind of way about that, it doesn't make me feel good. And so I'm just like, Lord, do I even want to do that? And at the same time, feeling like I'm doing them a disservice by not getting to the root of what the issue is and only giving them these man-made weapons, which are great because they work, does that make sense? And so that's kind of where I am with that. And so where was I? Step number 7, word curses. Our words are so powerful. And a lot of times people don't even realize that they need to identify certain word curses, even forgive people. So usually when we get to week 7, we end up having to go back to week 5 and walking through the steps of forgiveness again. Because have you ever said things like, and this is where I try to catch women on the phone, said things like, I've tried everything and nothing works. Everyone in my family is overweight. They always will be. I've always been this size forever since I was a kid, and I'll always be this way. And saying things like that. Those are word curses, right? You're speaking death over yourself. So we go through literally writing every single one of those down step by step and breaking and praying through those step by step. right? So that's step number 7. Or I lost the weight before, I'll never lose the weight. You know, we say these things not really understanding and realizing that those are word curses. So number 8, the last week, rejection. I'm actually working with 2 ladies that are in their 8th week on the lesson of overcoming rejection God's way. And again, I even feel like that needed to be first, because some of the manifestations of rejection brings about overeating, right? And with rejection and dealing with rejection comes self-rejection. And for me, that was huge. I was rejecting myself and not taking care of myself because of these issues that I was dealing with. So this is huge, right? And so anyway, I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about that. And so with that, the Lord literally has me extracting, if that's the right word, this framework, the spiritual weight loss framework, and only leading the ladies through this that need help spiritually dealing with these things, that are not necessarily wanting to lose weight. They may be doing the necessary things to maintain their weight, but I feel like this portion is going to be standalone, something all alone, all by itself at some point, because a lot of people struggle with these things, right? And they don't even realize that they do. And so that's part A. And so then, of course, the 8 steps to wellness framework, we deal 1 week at a time. Hello, Marion. I feel like I'm rambling. Are y'all following with me? I feel like I need to do just a whole separate live once every single week talking through this, because people really just don't even know what it is. They see it and they scroll by, yeah, whatever. And not saying everyone does that, but they really just don't know. And that's my fault, because I haven't been bold enough to kind of come on and talk about it like, hey, y'all, this is what we're doing over here. And it's not a small thing. And so this is huge for me to even be on live talking about this. So the 8 steps to wellness. We went through the 8 steps to spiritual weight loss framework. And listen, the ladies alone feel like they've dropped so much weight. Just the weight of unforgiveness, dealing with their rejection issues, dealing with the issues on identity, you know, just so procrastination, just so many different things. And so on part B of the framework, it's just the 8 steps to wellness. So the first week we focus on worship well, just them coming up with their rhythm and routine. You know, I'm really big on a rhythm and routine and just finding their time connecting with God each day. And they are literally going through what we call walking with the word. And that's like a daily journaling prompt that they get to walk through, and really just getting to know the one, right, who is Jesus Christ himself, who will bring lasting change. And the next week we're building. So it sounds like a lot, but it's not, because we're focusing on one thing each week and building on it. And so what I love is that it's different than some programs. We're not just jumping right in, eat this, eat that, move and do this, right? Because there are some other things that we need to deal with, again, because we're not talking about just a quick transformation, but lasting change. And so step 2 is fast well. That's when they are invited to go on their fast, just praying over their journey. Of course, me praying along with them, asking God to give them the desire and the discipline to complete the 8-week journey. Step 3 is think well. Again, that's where we deal with the negative thought patterns. Step 4, which is week 4, is when we deal with eat well. And that's where we talk a little bit more like about emotional eating, get into nutrition and things like that. But of course, the first couple of weeks, they are, you know, eating as healthy as they can and being mindful of their food. But we have to deal with these other things before we even get into nutrition. Week 5 is move well, just tips and strategies on mindful movement, and everyone is doing what works for them. And then we move into hydrate well, sleep well, and then manage stress well. And so with this comes all biblical strategies. And like this week 8 is where the ladies are going through rejection, and then dealing with managing stress well. So they get lots of tips and strategies on managing stress God's way. And that's literally what every lesson is titled. Overcoming procrastination, God's way. Managing stress, God's way. Overcoming rejection, God's way. Because it's all just that, which is why it's titled Wellness God's Way. But And I'm looking at where Wellness Guides Way was when I first started, when I just didn't even know what I was doing. And I was on my own journey. Listen, really, truly just trying to live and not die, trying to become healthy, just seeing, so many of the health issues that my family dealt with, and saw myself going down that same road because I was turning to food. That was after overspending, and then anyway, losing everything and not having any money to spend. But that's not what this live is about, and turning to food. So these were lots of things that I had to learn, right? And I had to walk through. I had to go through, not really even realizing that it was all so that all of this would come together and I could help other women, right? And so what I love is that although that's the bulk of the information, everything is just laid out so simple, where they don't feel stressed, they don't feel overwhelmed, and it's just been really, really good. So that's kind of what we've been doing behind the scenes. And I will share, and this is Marian. She's the first person that I helped to lose 100 pounds, right? And the one thing that she said to me is, do not ever, ever, ever stop talking about me. Do not ever, ever, ever stop sharing my photos. The very first person that went through Wellness Guides Way that lost, I think, close to 120 pounds, right? Close to 120 pounds. And so it's real women. And so I always say, so the thing is, a lot of times people look and they ask, and then even with Eat for God's Glory. So it's just, y'all, I need to just have a whole live. I need to come on and talk to you all more often about what it is that I do, because I know you all see the posts, but don't really know. And that's my fault, because I don't talk enough about it. I think some of it was just fear, right? Not being bold. And even with the emotional eating and mindful and emotional eating coaching, listen, let me just stop. I'm just thankful to God. Let me just say that, because I didn't realize that all that I went through, all the hell, Hell, capital H, capital E, capital L, was to be able to do what it is that I know now. Would never have known, right? Would not have known. It was literally me. Someone's trying to come on the live. Hold on. Maria, is that you wanting to come on the live to talk to me, or was that an accident? Because I'll be happy to let you come on. Does anyone want to come on and ask any questions? That'll be fun. I probably, all right. I was just like, I have until 2. I have a call at 2. I was like, oh no. I have a call at 2 o'clock. Where's my other phone? Because my alarm is set for 1:45. No one wants to come on? Okay, you canceled it. Was that an accident? Oh, it was an accident? Okay, I'm like, I'll be happy to let you come on. You just got to behave. So anyway, so there's just photos. Here's some more photos, just different ladies that I've been able to help that went through different plans. So of course, if you need help with just nutrition, I can help you with just nutrition. But again, I would always encourage everyone to go through Wellness Guides Way as a whole. Can y'all see these good? Y'all probably can't see these good, right? Can y'all see these pictures good? And so I put together like a whole binder. I started gathering pictures and testimonials, and look what I did. I made a whole binder. So that way when I'm out and I have them with me, I have like real pictures of real women that I've been able to help, and I put them in a binder. So some of them have gone through Wellness Guides Way. Some maybe just Eat for God's Glory. Some may have just started doing the 7-day wellness reset. So I always like to lead with Wellness Guides Way and then work my way down. And I think there are 2 other things that I do that I think are going to go away simply because of what I know now. I'm just now finishing up, and I'm so excited about this. When I tell you all so excited, I am so excited. I am just about to finish my last, I think I have an hour and maybe 52 minutes. Yes, to be exact, I've been counting down. Finishing up a class that I'm taking on just an inner healing course. And I already know that my whole ministry is really teaching, right? Teaching, healing, deliverance. I know that. Teaching, healing, deliverance, and freedom. And so there's even the 8 steps to freedom framework I lead the ladies through. 7, and again, I extracted from here the 7-day forgiveness journey. Let me show y'all. Listen, I'm about to just talk about everything. Just talk about it all. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Hold on. I don't even know where I sat my guide. Hold on. It's back in my room. Where did I put it? Okay, here we go. All right, here it is. I was like, I can't find it. I was on a phone call and I think I brought it back to my room. So it's the 7-day forgiveness journey, right? And so what I've been able to do was extract certain things from Wellness God's Way, where it's a little bit more specific and for a shorter amount of time, right? So does that make sense? So the forgiveness portion, which is week 5 in Wellness God's Way, I've been able to extract it and make it into a 7-day journey. So a lot of what I do in Wellness God's Way, I've kind of made either into a 7-day journey or a 5-day journey. So while it may look like I'm doing a whole lot of different things, it's really all just one thing that I've kind of extracted things. Do we help us with what to eat? Yes. I do nutrition coaching. I do nutrition coaching. And again, that's built into Wellness God's Way, but I extracted that for some that just want help with nutrition and how to fuel their body. And I do that in a power hour. And so it's just 1 hour where either we're on the phone and do it together, or it's a little cheaper if you do the pre-recorded video and I send you all of the worksheets and you're literally following along with me on the video and using the worksheet, and then we'll jump on one phone call to go over any questions that you have. So that's really the cheapest way. So literally everything is extracted from Wellness God's Way, where I've broken up into pieces and have done different things. So I just finished and I try to do a group of 7 ladies. And so we just finished up this last group of 7 ladies where we literally went through the 7-day forgiveness journey. And I didn't really talk about this publicly because I was really trying it to see if it was going to work and if it was really going to be beneficial and helpful. But it really did help the ladies. And this can be, this is all spiritual. It's all wellness, right? Spiritual wellness. And so I'm really excited about the ladies that we led through this, and we finished it with a forgiveness meditation. And so it's not only forgiveness. There are a couple of things that we deal with even in this framework as we're going through it. So we deal with things like bitter root judgments. We deal with things like inner vows, because that's huge. When we've been hurt or wounded, I'll never forgive that person. I'll never let anybody get close to me. I'll never do that again, right? Those are inner vows that need to be broken. So we deal with that. So there's some teaching time, and then of course always leading into ministry time. So again, this is because these are all things that I went through in my life. So that's why, I've gotten to a place where I don't even allow people to make me feel bad about charging for the things that I do, because what they don't understand, the amount of pain, the tears, the time, the classes, the money, right, that I put into all of this, and was still, can I say this, showing up small. And when I say that, not meaning I'm small, but just not really sharing exactly, what it is that I do. It's not only just lose some weight. It's way deeper than that, way bigger than that. Any questions? We're just talking. I have a few minutes before I have to hop off to get ready for a 2:00 call. Mondays are my slower days, which is good. So I don't have a call until 2. I only have 2 power hours and then 1 call at 6, and then I'm done unless anyone else wants to schedule and talk. But Mondays are my slowest day. So Mondays are always good. That didn't come out right. You know what I mean. Not saying if I'm busy, it's not good, but let's see. Okay, because I'm unemployed as of now, so I will try to get what I can. Okay. And all right, so I didn't miss anything. So if you all want to kind of just, get started, on the website, there is the 7-day wellness reset. And the 7-day wellness reset, super simple for you to, kind of get started on your journey, or the 5-day mindful eating journey. And those are all, I think I linked it to that website. And the ladies do great. And the whole point of the 7-day journey or the 5-day journey is for you all to see that you really can do it. A lot of times people just don't believe that they can, or they say things like, I've never been consistent. I'm not consistent with these things. And so I always try to get them to kind of watch your language, right? Because that falls under that whole week where we have to deal with breaking word curses and Wellness God's way. So I'm always like, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, right? Let's speak the word. Let's speak life. And a lot of times, we just don't think, we don't think. And I get it. I understand. But that's where like a coach comes in. And what I found is that, and this used to be me. Are y'all still with me, or am I just talking to myself? I don't see the comments moving. Let me see a thumbs up if you're still here. I know you haven't, Carol. I've been waiting on you. I know you haven't. It's all right. It's all right. And so I would say start with the 5-day mindful eating or the 7-day wellness reset. And both of those are different, and they're different on purpose. And so the 7-day wellness reset is literally just you focusing on, it does have a scripture prayer prompt. It does have a journaling prompt, scripture for each day, simple 7-day meal plan, and a behavior change challenge. So simple, so simple, so simple. Everything I do is simple. It's not complicated. So I don't know why people procrastinate and watch so long before they reach out. It's really not that hard. It's really not. I think sometimes we think that it's harder than it really is. So that's the 7-day wellness reset. And the 5-day mindful eating journey is a little different. The 5-day mindful eating journey is a little different because the 5-day mindful eating journey is really, I wouldn't say specifically, but really focuses on those that struggle with emotional eating or have an unhealthy relationship with food. And so those are the people that I'm really kind of targeting for this. And I know some of you may be thinking, well, I've been following you for a long time, and I don't think I ever heard you talking about mindful anything. And I will say that you are correct. Just like you haven't seen me or really heard me talking about meditation anything until not too long ago. And that's because the Lord has set me free. Can I see some hearts in the comments? Like, the Lord has truly set me free from the fear of people and what people are going to think and what people are going to say. These are strategies that I have been using that help me on my journey. But we know the enemy is a copycat, right? And he comes and he twists and perverts everything that God does. And so the world came and took meditation. The world came and took mindful eating, mindful movement, mindful everything, right? I even say we read mindfully. We read our one-year Bibles mindfully, right? We don't read mindlessly. And that's the problem. We just do things mindlessly without thinking. And so the Lord has truly set me free, and I'm able to help more women. And so mindful eating is not anything weird, no new age anything. It's just being mindful, being present, and being in a moment. A lot of times when we're eating, we're distracted because we're on social media while we're eating, we're watching television while we're eating, we're driving while we're eating, we're doing everything while we're eating and not paying attention to oftentimes what we're eating or even how much we're eating. And a lot of times mindless eating leads to overeating, and that's where the weight issues come in. So I start off with giving you mindful eating tips that you can use. So there's 11 mindful eating tips. You get of course, a 5-day meal plan. So simple, short shopping list. You get your mindful eating log, and then 5 mindful eating lessons. And then oftentimes, like Courtney, she just finished her 5-day mindful eating and has moved on to her 8-week mindful and emotional eating coaching. And that doesn't really deal with physical activity or anything like that. It's more so as dealing with the root of emotional eating, going through a Bible study for that. And so that's an 8-week journey. So the 2 main things that I do, I kind of broke up into a 7-day journey or a 5-day journey with the hopes that you will see, okay, I can do this and continue on. Not necessarily say, I did that for 7 days, I lost 6 pounds, yay! Or I did that for 5 days, okay, I lost a few pounds, but really to continue on. And if I'm finding more and more that people are just doing the 7 days and the 5 days and not continuing on, then that's when I will begin to pray and ask the Lord, am I really supposed to be doing that? Because that's not really helping. That makes me feel like I'm doing you more of a disservice than really saying, no, we're going to cut all that out. You're just going to believe God and believe that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, and take the 8-week journey. So I'm really in prayer about that. With that, I really am. And then that goes back to the whole doing samples and trial packs. Do I really want to do that, or do they need the whole full 30-day experience? Because can you really see what change happens if you're drinking the tea for only a day or 2? Does that make sense? So, and at one time I didn't offer the 5-day or 7-day anything. And I began to do that, I think, as a way to try to reach more people and help more people. But if I begin to feel like it's not really helping, then I won't do it. Hold on. Are y'all still with me? I need to go back and watch this live. I think I knew. Trisha says, I'm sorry if I missed, if you already explained this. Does the 7, 15, or mindful eating come along with access to coming to you? Oh, absolutely. 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 And here's, and I'm glad you asked that. For years, I did not even put these things on my website for people to just go and order, because I always wanted to talk to people first. But the only reason why I recently changed that is because I found that there are some people that they don't want to talk to me. They just want to order it and do it themselves. And I said, okay, so there are some days where you might see it on the website, then I snatch it down. I'm like, I don't want that on there. People are just ordering. Then I'll put it back on the website. Then I'll take it back down. So I'm really struggling with that, because I like to talk to people first, and again, that helps me to help people to see, because a lot of times people think they know what they need, but they don't really know what they need. And with me, and I say this without me patting my own self on the back, but me as the expert, let me just say it. I know what people need. So I will be able to say, okay, I think you just need the 7-day wellness reset, or, well, based on what you just shared, maybe you need the mindful eating, so we can kind of deal with the emotional eating and mindful eating. So it is on the website. So if you ever happen to go and you don't see it, just message me. It was just one of those days where I'm like, I don't know if I just want people to go order without talking to me first. So, yeah, that's why you might see it one day and then you might not. Now, the 7-day forgiveness journey, this I will never put on there, because this right here, this is not something I would ever want anyone to try to go through themselves, even though you would be able to, because everything is here. And I even thought about doing audio lessons to go along with it, but I don't think I will ever put the 7-day forgiveness journey on there. God gave me a prophetic word years ago and and it's so funny because he said this as people are getting away from phones and doing everything on Zoom and online, that about a phone ministry, right? And anyway, long story short is, when we get those prophetic words, we need to pray and contend and war over those words. And I'm like, Lord, this seems kind of funny because people are getting away from talking on the phone, and you're telling me that I'm going to have a phone ministry. Like, this is making no sense. But I love having the small group of 7 ladies going through the 7-day forgiveness journey, and we're on the phone. I love it. We're not dealing with Zoom, it has been just a beautiful experience. And there's a lot more coming. That's just the beginning of what God is doing with the phone ministry. So anyway, all that to say, I know it's nothing but the grace of God, because I don't feel like I'm doing too much. Don't feel like overwhelmed. Everything just flows so easily and effortlessly, and I'm thankful for that. Because between each group, I may take a week or 2 off, then start another group. And with Wellness God's Way, I'll kind of share what that looks like. Back in 2015, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. I ran lots and lots of groups. Lots and lots of groups. Lots and lots of groups. And I wouldn't necessarily say, I probably would say I got a little burnt out because I wasn't taking a lot of breaks in between each group. And so now with Wellness God's Way, I've been working with the ladies one-on-one for almost all of this year. But I believe starting in January, I will begin doing both. It will be for a group of women, and God gave me the number 12 women, and doing one-on-one. Of course, the one-on-one costs more than the group. And with that, when I say group, I don't mean just like throwing women in a group, but I just feel like, and we're just talking, are y'all still with me? With weight loss, that can go both ways. Sometimes I feel like the women in a group environment, I'm not talking about like I have the wellness room. That's not what I'm talking about. That's more of a self-led group where all of the information is there. I'm not there to hold your hand. Like that's not what we do there. But it kind of goes both ways, because there are some that need that one-on-one, that want that one-on-one. I enjoy it. They enjoy it. But at the same time, I feel like you can learn from others, right? And their experiences and what they share. So I did love Wellness God's Way being in a group environment. And then we would come together on like Zoom once a week. But then I also love one-on-one, realizing that not everyone wants to be in a group. There are more pastors and leaders that do one-on-one with me that definitely don't want to be in a group because they may not even want others to know that they're going through it. So that kind of goes both ways. So I'm feeling like it cannot be one or the other. So this year coming up, I believe God has released me to kind of do a combination of both. And so I will be excited again about, Wellness God's Way being in a group environment and the ladies kind of being able to learn from each other and share. And then also that one-on-one for those that may need that extra hand holding. And so with that, of course, being in the group, that still comes with access, but not necessarily that one-on-one. So I'll be doing a combination of both come January. But while I was trying to figure some things out and praying through some things, most of this year has just been one-on-one. And so that's why sometimes on a call, I'm like, listen, don't take a whole lot of time. If you really want to do this, pay your deposit, because these spots go fast, because I've been doing just more so one-on-one, and I can only take a certain amount of women at one time. So usually I'll work with that first group of women. And then once we get into week 4, then I can kind of the next group of women, and it kind of works well that way. When I tell you all, I know it's nothing but the grace of God, because I just thank God that none of this has been what feels like a struggle, All right, any questions for me? I have to get ready to hop off. I have a call at 2 that I need to prepare for. So So I'm glad I came on. It was perfect timing because I knew I had that huge window in between my last call and this next call. So any questions, comments? Let me see. Hang on. Oh, hey, Sharon. So Sharon ordered and I forgot to talk about this, the 21-day green smoothie guide. And that's only $7. That's on my website as well. So I was looking at some of y'all's orders that came through. So when anything that's ordered that's in a PDF format, you're not able to download it directly from the website. It lets you know on the website that I email it within 24 to 48 hours, usually always 24. All right, y'all. So I enjoyed talking about it. I think I'll start doing separate lives on Just Wellness God's Way. And what I will start doing is start doing mini teachings from the framework. And there's something else I want to tell y'all so bad, but I can't. Something else that God is doing. And this just let me see. It just made everything make sense. Like, oh, this is why. This is why I had to go through all I went through. I thought it was because of Wellness God's Way. I thought that was why, but this is why. And so I'm just kind of, as God gives it to me, I'm just kind of just putting things together. My local Staples knows because they see me almost every day. Listen, nothing but the favor of God. They see me in there helping me put stuff together, binding my books together. I don't even have to wait in line. They're like, oh, Miss Johnson, come on here. Like, listen, I'm like, don't y'all tell nobody what we doing. Don't y'all tell nobody what we're doing here. So I'm super excited. I'm just excited about the women that I'm going to be able to help, and just excited about what God is doing. All of the buckets and buckets and buckets of tears I cried, all the pain, all the hurt, all the trauma, all the rejection I had to overcome, just all of it is all finally making sense, and I just bless God for that. But yes, definitely favor with my local Staples, and I'm just so thankful because I never used to shop or go to Staples like that. And the Lord literally led me there, and they have been so helpful with me putting these things together. That's where I go and get all of my stuff bound. They have been so helpful. And listen, all I gotta say is ain't nobody, and I know this is not proper English, but y'all type in the comments, ain't nobody gonna be mad but the devil. And I know it's not proper English, but I'll say it again. Ain't nobody gonna be mad but the devil. So if you have not read through Knowing Your Enemy with us, check that book study out. If you have not read through Unmasking the Devil with us, it's here on my page. Check that out. If you have not read through The Strategy of Satan with us, check that out, because there are some things that are going to be coming up. And when I say y'all are going to be well equipped, well equipped, I'm very excited. But that's all I can share. I always get so excited and want to share, and just learning that I can't share things prematurely, but that is all I can say. Get ready, get ready, get ready. So when I told y'all this morning we're going somewhere in 2023, I wasn't just talking. We're going deeper. Y'all type in deeper in 2023 for sure. So excited. Which one are you reading? The lives are still on my page. I created playlists. What time is it? I have 2 more minutes. Are the books? No. That's what I was just about to say. I created playlists. Hold on, let me try to do this. I created a playlist for each of them on Facebook, but I don't know how to share the playlist. But let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. All right. So my phone call at 2 is a consultation, so I can technically get off of here at 1:55 and be ready. Hold on, let me do something. This is the only way I know how to do it. I have to share a video to the playlist. I don't know where the playlist is on Facebook. Does that make sense? I don't know where they save the playlist to. Hang on, y'all. Let me find this. Let me just do this for y'all while we're on here. Do y'all mind? Because if I don't do this now, I'm going to get on my next phone call and then I'll forget because I have to move on and do other things. Hang on, let me do this. All right, so I have all of the playlists here. So Know Your Enemy was one. All right, so I'm sharing the Know Your Enemy playlist to my page now. Sandra, can you hop off of here and let me know if you see the playlist? And then what was the other one I mentioned? These are all the playlists, but I don't know where they're saved on Facebook. Like I can't find them on Facebook. So The Strategy of Satan. Let me know if these are sharing on my page. So that was Know Your Enemy, The Strategy of Satan, and Unmasking the Devil. So all I can say is when y'all, I don't know how y'all are going to save the playlists. And Unmasking the Devil. There we go. All right. So I shared them on my pages. I shared them on my page. And I have like I said, I have all of the playlists and the videos on my phone. I just don't know. I don't know. Facebook is always doing something. I don't know how to, where to find it and how to share it. So, all right, so let's see. All right, so Unmasking the Devil, just save the link to that playlist. I also shared The Strategy of Satan, and I also shared Know Your Enemy. And these are also on YouTube, and I created a playlist on YouTube too. You'll just have to figure out how to find them. I wish there was an easier way, but that's it right now. All right, so that's it. Let me hop off of here. It's 1:52. I have a consultation at 2, so I need to switch and sit at my other desk. Yes, go to my page and you should see the 3 playlists there. If for some reason you don't see it, let me know and I'll try to figure out how to save it, to share it. So what I would do, definitely get those books. And if you read it by yourself, that's fine. But I always say kind of tune into the videos because although it is a book reading, I always share different things in between that will help you all, especially if it's something I experienced that will help you. So I love y'all. We've been on this call for a really long time because I had some time. And for those of you that I saw, on Keisha Johnson under other posts, can you leave me a voice message? I don't know what that means. Did you find something? I don't know what that means. Other posts. I don't know. If you don't mind, leave me a voice message, and after my 2 o'clock call, I'll listen to it because I don't know what that means. I don't know how to find it. So if you found an easy way, bless you. All right. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. I was in the middle of saying something. I can't remember. All right, y'all. So let me hop off of here. For those of you that did your wellness kits through the installment plan, I will place the order. I have to go in and place the order, and I will do that sometime this afternoon after my next couple of phone calls. And so I'll place the order. You'll see the tracking. For those of you that ordered the your green smoothie guides, I'll email that by this evening. And definitely take a look at the website at the 5-day mindful eating. That's only $37. And I say only because what you get and just, starting your journey. And even if you just go through it and lose that 6 to 7 pounds that the ladies do, it's well worth it. And then the 7-day wellness reset is on there as well. Both of those are $37. Okay, yeah, it is. All of the playlists are also on YouTube. It's easier to find it on YouTube. I don't know how to find a playlist on Facebook. So what I had to do was I had to add a video to the playlist, and then the playlist comes up. And now I can't go remove the video. Facebook is, yeah, I don't know what they got going on. So I have to always download the videos from Facebook and upload them to YouTube. And I think it was either my daughter or my son. One of them helped me to upload it. But all right, let me hop off. Now it's 1:55. I really got to go now because I have a call at 2. And then I have to run out to the post office. And then it looks like another call. Someone was on here on live, scheduled the call for Wellness God's Way. And then 6 o'clock, I know for sure, is my last call. I think I'm going to close my calendar down after 6 and let that be my last call for today, for sure. All right. If y'all have any questions or anything, thanks for hanging out with me. I feel like I haven't talked to you all for quite some time. So thank y'all for coming on and hanging on with me. How long we've been on here? Don't tell me. 2 hours. Y'all, we've been on live for 2 hours. We have been on live for 2 hours. I knew I had some time, and I'm glad I came. That's why I hopped on when I did. I did. I literally was like, go live right now. All right, bye, y'all. I have to go. I have 4 minutes. Bye, y'all. 2 hours, y'all. It's been 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. Please, if you've been watching and if you've been procrastinating, if you have your 5-day mindful eating guide, message me so we can get started. If you have your 7-day wellness reset, message me so we can get started. If you do not have your 7-day wellness reset, go to shopkeishajohnson.com and get it. I promise you I do not bite. I do not bite. Some people are like, I'm scared of you. You're so consistent. I'm scared of you. Don't be, right? You should want to be connected, right? Listen, because the grace, I believe, because the grace that's on my life will be on yours also, right? That grace for consistency. Y'all type in the comments, I receive it. I receive the grace for consistency. So let me hop off so I can jump on this call. Bye, y'all.